very easily. Vocabulary.com defines hot temper as quickly aroused to anger. Collins Dictionary defines it as getting angry very quickly and easily. Now, the synonyms of hot temper are choleric, harsh, cranky, hot-headed, impatient, temperamental, touchy, irritable, and snappy. Funny enough, the word temper means restraint. It's an adjective used to describe the personality of a person. However, when you now add it to hot temper, which is hot restraint, it means now the lack of restraint. That is, people who lack control over their anger, over their emotions, and they give full expression to their feelings and to their anger. There is little self-control. Now, a book called Proverbs gives this caution about a hot-tempered person. When you check Proverbs 22:24, it says, "Make no friendships with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go." Now, in the Amplified Version, it says, "Do not even associate with a man given to angry outbursts, or go along with a hot-tempered man." Now, Proverbs 29:22 also tells you, "An angry man stirs up strife, and a furious man abounds in transgressions." The Passion Bible describes it thus: "The source of strife is found in an angry heart, for sin surrounds the life of a furious man." That is very interesting. Let me read that again. The source of strife, that is the source of contention, is found in an angry heart. For sin surrounds the life of a furious man, that is, they abound in sin. The shortest cut to an abusive and violent relationship is to be with a hot-tempered person, male or female. There is no definition of or gender in the story of hot temper. It goes both male and female. It is a fact that relationships and marriages to a hot-tempered person leads to an abusive marriage or relationship, which we now refer to as domestic violence and abuse. Statistics show that 1 in every 3 women will suffer domestic violence or abuse in the first year of their marriage, which tells you that in Nigeria we have a problem. The Clean Foundation reports that 1 in every 3 persons in their study in Nigeria admitted to being a victim of domestic violence and abuse. Behavioral scientists have identified a mental health condition marked by frequent anger outbursts and aggression, and they have named it intermittent explosive disorder, IED. And ironically, there is a military ordinance with the same abbreviation, which means improvised explosive device. It involves sudden episodes of impulsive, aggressive, violent behavior or angry verbal outbursts. That means in words, someone that is abusive. Then also someone that cannot control their hands. They put their hands on you without caution. That is in the pushing, in the grabbing, and etc. So a hot temper is now classified as a mental health condition, otherwise known as a mental illness. Now, there has been that long age question that are people born with hot temper or they become hot-tempered? Is it something they also acquire as they are growing older, or it is something you are born with? According to behavioral scientists, a hot temper is one being prone to violence, and they have identified a 2-cause factor. That is, some may have been born that way as the dynamics of their psychology, or some may become that way as a result of their upbringing and the environment which they are raised. That is, the trauma of family dysfunction and certain parenting styles, such as the harsh and inconsistent punishment. That is when you punish a child for no reason, aggressively, and the child grows to exhibit anger or aggression. However, this is not conclusive, because you have had children also raised in the same condition and growing up not to become hot-tempered. So this is not conclusive. You cannot say that because somebody comes from a harsh home or a violent home, the person will exhibit violence as a certainty. So lots of research has gone into causes of anger and control of that hot temper, to the extent that I have gone searching into the origin of the hot temper. That is that anger with little provocation, always ready for a fight. Yeah. But I cannot find an origin for that. You know, that question, are they born this way? They say that we're a sum total of the DNA of probably 500 generations, 500 people before us. But it does not seem to fit. There is no conclusive fact about the origin, the typology, how someone grows to become hot-tempered. So my conclusion about the hot-tempered people is to avoid them, because it is after one fight to the other fight people that you have to be careful around, because what you say, an argument can trigger something that would lead to something you did not prepare for. However, the closest I got to being able, well, this is not science, but predictive. That is a prediction that was accurate up to 80%. When you have something that is between 70%, that has almost about 70% accuracy, then it is something you should pay attention to. But it is also not conclusive. That means it is not a fact, but it has its origin in the Greek mythology, which leads to the 12 zodiac signs. And of the 12, there are 4 that one should be aware of. But it never means all of them, but a considerable number of them fall within these predictive character traits. Now, in Greek mythology, they have several gods, with Zeus being the chief god. Now, Aries is the god of war. He is known to have the ability to manipulate war, strife, combat. He influences all forms of conflict, including physical, mental, spiritual, conceptual conflicts. He was never popular amongst the Greeks because, that is, in the area of worship, few Greeks worshipped him because of his temperament. He was always ready for war. This in turn has led us to this zodiac sign called Aries, which are those who are born between the month of March 21st and April 19th. Those that are born between March 21st and 19th of April, they are known as the commander-in-chief of explosive arguments. They are impulsive, aggressive, their quick temper can ignite like a spark, often leading to fiery outbursts. You know, they hold grudges and anger doesn't easily go away. These people are named under the zodiac sign Aries, which is a synonym of the Greek god of war. Second in order are those that are Cancer, born between June 21 and July 22. They are known to be emotional and very sensitive. It doesn't take too much to upset them. They are pessimistic and suspicious, which means they usually have a jealous trait underneath their skin. Third are the Taurus, which is April 20th to May 30th. They are the winner of the scariest zodiac sign when angry. They are known for stubbornness and determination, which can fuel their hot temper. Amongst these 3, they are the slowest to anger, but when they get angry, you cannot hold them. The last are the Scorpio, which is October 23rd to November 22nd. They are known to be hurtful with their words. They are very abusive. They do not go by the forgive and forget motto. They hold grudges. They are not kind to let go of anger. They are passionate and intense individuals. So they have a deep-seated need for control. And that anything that stirs up that or wants to take control from them, they meet you with all kinds of violence and abuse. They get triggered. No one can control the anger of that zodiac sign. So, of all, we found that these are the only close predictions that you can have, but not that now you start going around and saying, hey, please, what month were you born? Because it is not fact, it is not conclusive, it is not everybody. But a lot of them, when you see that something is passed up to 60-70% in predictive accuracy, then you should pay attention. For the safety of your person, sanity and peace of mind, it will do you well to stay away from hot-tempered people. People that cannot control their anger, people that lack restraint, give expression to their anger and irritation without moderation. This is a compulsory ingredient in domestic violence and abuse. You cannot go and, of all people, marry someone who cannot control themselves. Now, almost 40 to 50% of cases of deaths and domestic violence leading to grievous bodily harm, permanent disabilities, and death have been at the hands of hot-tempered people. Now, jealousy is also an ingredient with this hot temper. Jealousy is something that follows suit with hot temper. And I will give you a documentary of fatalities of domestic violence and abuse which were from hot-tempered people. On the 18th of July 2020, one pharmacist, simply identified Esther, was killed by her husband and dumped in a well in their compound. When neighbors noticed her absence, her husband broke down in tears, saying she ran away with another man, leaving him with 4 kids to take care of. One day, one neighbor went to fetch water from the well and noticed a floating body and raised the alarm. The police came with local vigilantes. When they brought out the corpse, behold, it was Esther. Her husband later confessed to the crime. Neighbors had told this Esther to leave because the husband was very explosive. Another one happened in July 2022, 16th of July to be precise. An accountant in Benin named Emmanuel, not your Emmanuel, Omoru, beat his wife to death and then hung her corpse in pretense that she had committed suicide. But his mistake is that when you commit suicide, your feet must be hanging and not touching the floor. Unfortunately for him, he tied her, but she was standing on the floor. When they came, he said, this cannot kill a person. It was just like you are standing. It was very easy for the detectives to see that this was staged, and he was arrested. He had always accused his wife of infidelity, was always, she's cheating, and would beat her, strip her naked in front of people. Wisdom Joseph, on the 23rd of February 2022, strangled his wife, Evelyn, to death at the Federal Capital Territory after threatening her several times that he was going to kill her. She found a gun in his bag on one of the occasions, and before she could move, he killed her. That is why I tell people, you are with a husband, you are with a wife that tells you, I will kill you and nothing will happen. And then you still go to sleep with your eyes closed in that house. I don't understand how it is that we do not understand the difference between safety and danger. Monday, 11th of July 2022 at Ikotun, Lagos, one Mr. Oyelakin Oluwatobiloba was arrested by the police for causing the death of his wife, due to domestic violence and abuse. They were just married for 3 years and had a 1-year-old daughter. The wife, Sophia, was the breadwinner of the family, took care of all the responsibilities, but he was a violent man, always checking her phones. I told you about violence, hot temper, and jealousy. Always checking her phones and social media, accusing her of infidelity. He was forced by the family of the dead wife after to sleep with the corpse for 7 days before she was buried. I can go on and on. Mr. Sunday Akpan, look at it. Very recent cases. This time, 2017, killed his wife, Martha, and used a machete to cut her body into pieces and gathered it into 2 sacks and went to dispose it off at night, where the police were called by someone who had suspected this man that this man is trying to get rid of evidence. The police on that tip ran to the scene of the crime and arrested him. When they opened up the sacks, they found cut pieces of Martha Akpan, his wife. When people are warning you, when you are with a violent person, yes, it is okay to make the mistake before, okay, you are now married and you see that he's violent. Some people keep their character, some people pretend, or you don't date them long enough. Some people get married. I was with someone who dated, between the time they met and the time they married was 2 months. 2 months is too short to even know anything. That's between when you met and when you married. But when you now marry and you see that it is slap, it is beating, it is carrying over. Was it 2 days ago? A lady came to me. She was referred from Ejigbo police station to me, and the husband used the pestle. You know what they used to pound yam?
Yeah.
To beat her. She was unconscious. It was neighbors that, what the video is with me. Neighbors had to wake her up, pouring water on her body. She's very fair. Blood clots all over her body, and this has been going on for 11 years.
I would say that a lot of people should pay very good attention to what you're saying right now, because it can actually just save your life. But Lagos, we'll be right back just after we return from this very break.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock last.
Tell me which kind thing Viva no fi wash away, 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 away. Gelato, tomato paste, the coffee stain your body. Viva go wash away, 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 away. Chicken in for your clothes, now all you need for Viva to wash away, 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 away. Eh, gentle for your pocket, gentle for your hand. Oh my Viva, you couldn't make you shine. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh no no. I love my Viva, oh Viva. Oh no no. Uncle say bye bye to very top stage, yo. Oh no no. Mama say bye bye to any kind stage, yo. Oh no no. Oh Viva, Viva. Oh no no. I love my Viva, Viva. Oh no no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
the first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
Check.
to juicy gist
Double check.
and great music.
Super check.
All these and more on your number one PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love up today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
It's the festive season and still in the spirit of giving and winning money, Lagos. Just imagine what it will be like winning 400,000 naira for Salaram and other festivities this season. Or just imagine winning brand new kitchen appliances like microwave, swallow maker, and more. Well, I have got good news for you. Your imagination can come to life when you purchase any Infinix Hot 40 series or Note 40 series smartphone from now to the 30th of June. Yes, Lagos, I'm not kidding. All you have to do is visit any Infinix authorized retail outlet nationwide and get yourself any device from the Infinix Hot 40 or Note 40 series, and that's it. Fill the raffle ticket in store and qualify for a regional raffle draw and a chance to win. It's that easy, Lagos. If I were you, I would not let this opportunity slip. Don't miss out. So don't say I didn't do anything good for you. Buy an Infinix smartphone this season and let Infinix light up your Salah celebration. For more information about the Salah promotion, follow Infinix on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok at Infinix Nigeria. That is at Infinix Nigeria on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for more information about the Salah promotion. This is your chance to make this Salah extra special. So if I were you, I will not miss out on it. So visit the nearest Infinix store to you today and thank me later.
.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Yes, Lagos, we're back. We're back here on 99.3 Nigerian FM. And yes, this is, you're still listening to the Relationship 360 on the Saturday morning show. And Barrister Olumide had done justice to the conversation on anger management and, you know, what did you even call it? What was that name? There was a term you used for it. You said it was... is it reactive now? How do you call it? Explosion? There were so many terms you used for it this morning.
It's when someone has a hot temper. You know, the thing about it is, I remember one time that there is no praying about it. There is no casting out the spirit of hot temper. There is no negotiation with hot temper. I remember a time when there was a lady who was, while they were dating, the man had already started beating her. Mm. And the aunt brought her to me. It wasn't the aunt, it was like a friend, you know, it was like so it wasn't like an official thing. She just told me that this is her friend. I don't understand, Uncle Lumide. The boyfriend is always beating her. And she, you know, the girl, I said, what are you doing? And she smiled with all confidence. She said, I know he's hot-tempered, but we're praying about it. And I was like, you are praying that what? He would change. So are you going to be used as the social experiment to see whether a man will change or not? You know, I've brought people to this studio. I brought a woman who was blinded by her husband, the two eyes, a regional manager of a multinational company. She was blinded on the day of her appointment. I brought her to this studio. Until today, even blind, she's still the one taking care of her two children. I've brought people who had been baptized with hot water out of anger. You know, I've seen people who have slept outside, who had been beaten, and we've rescued a naked woman, the husband, and this is a senior manager of a financial institution, stripped naked and locked outside by an angry husband.
You said earlier, you touched on short relationships. You say people don't take enough time to date to find out about the individuals.
That one is, I've always stressed that you must date a person. Dating is getting to know the character of a person. It is not going to sleep with the person. It's just getting to know the character of a person. And then when you have dated for a while, even if it is 5-6 months, what you have seen, you will now ask yourself, can I take this for the rest of my life? Can I, you ask yourself that question, the way that you see the person's attributes, can I take this? If you're going to struggle with it, then you know the answer is no, I can't take this but that's,
Yes, because I was going to talk to you about long distance relationship because it's exceedingly popular right now, because of...
Let's leave that one. That one is a whole
come back to it.
It's a whole topic on its own. I remember Titi Arolo, a staff of Skybank, who was murdered by her husband, who is a pastor. She was stabbed 76 times by her husband, whom she had already separated from, but she went to greet him on his birthday. He killed her on his birthday. Why would people that keep telling them go back, they told her go and visit him, just go and say happy birthday. It is the way you've had a child for him, and that is the ignorance of especially those that would see their children being beaten, battered and bruised by their husbands or by their wives, and then you will say, go back. You will now call him, this is enough now, and he will apologize, and then you will send your child back. Or you will send your child back that you pray, you are not praying enough. It is only in the land of the Homo sapiens that you can find parents supervising the affliction of their children. Your child comes to you with a black eye, being beaten. Your child comes to you with a wound on the body from the spouse, and you tell them to go back. That so it won't be only you, of all your family, it is only your daughter, it is only your son that will now come and say that the marriage is, no, you will go back. Just endure a little more. And then, listen, this year, 117 people have been lost to domestic violence and abuse. From the month of March to the month of April, I even told you about some in Ikorodu, just beside you here, that you can go and confirm at the General Hospital. Stabbed. There is another one I was telling you about. The man is still at large. He's wanted. Stabbing the wife and stabbing his stepdaughter. That one is still in the ICU now. The wife is dead. But everybody knows that this is a hot-tempered person. But in what land, where do you come from that you think you want to use your own life as an experiment to see maybe he will change? Maybe he will change. The day that a leopard changes the spots, the day that the tiger changes its stripes, it is not compulsory. Do you know how many people out there are looking for a good man or a good woman? And you limit yourself. You see, the problem is you don't have choices. And then those women that will leave their job and now sit down at the behest of a man who tells you to leave your job and sit down at home and beats the hell out of you at home. I don't have anywhere, I don't have any money. Ladies and gentlemen, only the living can praise God. Marriage is not a death sentence. It is not a test of your religion. There is a difference between long suffering and to suffer long. They are not the same thing. You say it is long suffering. It is not long suffering, it is suffering long. If you are in an abusive marriage, if you are with a hot-tempered person, leave. Carry your children and leave. When they beat you, I tell you, take pictures and immediately send it to somebody to keep, because most likely when they notice that you have taken pictures, they will come after your phone to break it or to delete them. But you send it immediately to one or two friends to keep for you. Go straight to make a police report. Go to make a police report. Ignore any stupidity of saying, no, don't report it. There was somebody at the police station, they're saying, no, don't report it. Let us go to church. Are the churches, are they an extension of the executive arm of government? Are they the police that will protect you? I thank God last month, the pastor that was following her, that no, don't worry, the husband beat up both the wife and the pastor. So that is where you would know that they cannot protect you, but the police can. You go and report to the police. that this and this is what happened. And don't listen to any family member, because when they bury you, you see people that are not going through what you are going through but are telling you how to handle what you are going through. People that will give their own children a different meal. What they will not take for their own children is what they are giving you to take. The advice they will not give to their own children is what they will advise you to go back. Please don't listen to anybody. It is a personal decision. You married them. You are the one that brought the man home. You are the one that brought the woman home. When you want to reject or leave the home, you don't need anybody's permission. You don't need any family's permission. You don't need any pastor's permission, anybody's permission. Your life is in your hands and the hands of the Father. When you get to heaven, will God judge you based on family decision or based on personal lifestyle that you have lived on earth? You came alone, no? You will die alone. Just look at the eyes of those children that you have raised in an abusive home. They will grow up to replicate the abuse, because studies say that men that beat their wives are men who grew up watching their own mothers being beaten by their father, an intimate partner, or a family member. That is how abuse begets abuse. So what you are doing is to ensure that abuse travels from one generation to the other. That is how it has been passed from generation to generation, because our family keeps compressing it, hiding it, and playing it down, minimizing this tragedy. A word is enough. I have some guests in the studio, and I have probably let me give you the story of what happened, so we would link it into
the conversation.
Right.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen. On the 27th of May, a day before my birthday, I got a call from a woman who said that her husband has been or is missing. The husband is a zonal pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Province 20. That is in Lekki, Admiralty, Abi. And she told me that the husband suffered a stroke and how they had been coping. And one day, the son got an admission into a higher institution. And because there was no money, because of the stroke of her husband, he could no longer work. The husband got up one day and said he cannot sit down watching the children, his first son, not being able to go to the university because of money. So he got up and said he was going to church to talk to the pastor. So he went to the zone 20, that is at Admiralty. That's Province 20, sorry. He was the zonal pastor. And while she took him there, while they were sitting in the reception to talk to the pastor, she noticed her period came. So when the period came, her dress was stained. She quickly left him there to go back home to change. By the time she came back, they stay in Ikorodu, from Ikorodu to Lekki, she couldn't make it back in time, but, he was the zonal pastor, so, there was nothing to be afraid of. Went to their provincial church. So by the time she got back, she started looking for her husband. She didn't find the husband, and she asked. Then the security told her that a certain pastor there that her husband went with the pastor. So she had not seen the husband since. So she called the pastor and said, I thank you for helping, because the husband had suffered a stroke. At least he wasn't fully, he still had some. He was managing to walk, and said she has not seen him. And the man said he dropped, according to her story, she said he dropped the husband at Alakpere. That was what she told me. So she went to Alakpere, then went to Alakpere police station. And the Alakpere police station called the man that, where did you drop? Where exactly in Alakpere? And the man said, no, not in Alakpere. That he dropped him at Adeniji. So she got up from Alakpere again and went to Adeniji. And went to Adeniji police station. They called the gentleman, and eventually they told him to come down to show them where he dropped the pastor. Now, he took them somewhere and said, this is where they dropped him. And, when she wanted to, she was begging, she recorded calls, which she played to me. She was begging, okay, the police said they wanted to start a case, and she didn't really have money to pursue the matter, to search for the gentleman who would need logistics. She didn't have the money, they had been struggling. And that's how, without money, nothing could be done. She kept calling this man, according to the recorded voice. The man was saying, no, that he can't come, that he has shown where he dropped your husband. And so I said, okay, how long ago was this? She now told me 2 years. I said, what? She said that was 2 years ago, that she has been looking for her husband since 2022. Till May 2024, they had not found the zonal form. Now, because of the stroke, there was a new zonal pastor. So he just stepped down. And I said, that is not that. Did you tell the church? She said when she wanted to go, that one of the that same pastor told the security not to let her in. I fell off my bed. I said, madam, for 2 years, how is it possible that you did not make noise about this? She said she can barely even to feed her family, that she had called one or two, and that said that she's looking for her husband. I said, what about the husband's family? She said they blocked her, that they right from time they never really liked her. So there was nobody to talk to. I said she should start coming down. Where is she? She should come down to Yaba immediately. And immediately I took her that day to the state CID, that we would get this pastor. And where did he drop her? 2 years. You don't drop someone suffering from a stroke 2 years. I was so furious, and I turned at this lady. I said, how could you sleep? What are you telling the children? That their father went to church and went with one pastor and did not come back? So I entered, the assistant commissioner of police interviewed her, and everybody was shocked that a zonal pastor. So as I got down from Panti, she started receiving phone calls from a police station in Ikorodu, Igbobo, and they were asking her to come, that her husband's family have come to lodge a complaint that she had been holding their brother. They have not seen her brother. And, she gave the phone to me. She said, this is it, that the family, they are just threatening her. And, she doesn't know where the husband is. So I took up the phone and I spoke to the DPO. I said, the matter is now in the state CID, and, she's looking for this same husband. The DPO was that, okay, since it is in Panti, but can she come down? Because it sounded very strange. How can you be looking for a man for 2 years? So I arranged that, okay, she will come to see you on Wednesday. She went there, they interviewed her. She was so feeble. She was obviously depressed, and I couldn't get it off my mind that how is it possible that this pastor that took him, so apparently I called her, she called, and she said something that day. I would get to between myself and my conscience. She said something that day that now annoyed me. That was on that Wednesday. That is a day after my birthday, on the 29th. And I said, madam, don't call my number again. I said, don't call my number. Meanwhile, there was someone who is also a volunteer of our network who is related she's also married to the family. So I called that. Is it the same name? Is it? And she's, when she saw the picture, she said, this is my husband's brother now, my ex-husband's brother. And she called the lady, and the lady said, please help me beg Barrister Olumide that, I said this, I said that she was afraid, she doesn't know what to do. And that one said, you don't talk like that now, that you have to, obviously she was depressed. So by Sunday, I now decided, okay, let me call this woman back. I had already written a petition for her husband so that we start. But from Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, I couldn't really sleep well. So by Monday, Tuesday, I was calling her number, and the number was switched off. Everyone was calling the number was switched off. By Tuesday, I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. In the morning, as I got up, I called our volunteers in Ikorodu. I said, please help me go to the woman's address. So they went there. As they went, I now got a call from the state CID and said, the woman that you wrote a petition for, he's from Ikorodu. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman committed suicide on Friday. Just a day after I did not pick her call. The pastor's name is Pastor Chris Esang, and the woman's name is Pastor Mrs. Lillian Esang. I did not know that the family of the husband had threatened her and told her that they gave her till last Friday to present her husband. That if they don't see the man by Friday, that they would do this, they would do that, they would do this. And the woman, that Friday, not knowing what to do because she didn't know where the husband was, decided to take her own life. So we have Pastor Chris Esang, who has been missing, a zonal pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, who has been missing for 2 years, and the wife just committed suicide on Friday. I lost my mind. I have not been myself because I have just been wondering that, Olumide, if I only picked that phone call on Thursday. Yes, I thought, I was a bit upset that why would you keep quiet for 2 years? You couldn't tell this, you couldn't tell that. Yes, I understand that you didn't have a voice, you didn't have money, your children were suffering, and I just can't get over the fact that if I had just picked up this woman's call on Thursday, maybe I could have saved her from killing herself on Friday. So, when I was told in fact, I was told in Panti, I didn't know, I was still arguing with them, it is not possible. When the volunteers in Ikorodu went there and said, it is true that she died, she committed suicide. So, immediately I jumped in my car and I drove down to Ikorodu. And the first thing I was looking for was the children. And the children are those that I brought with me to the studio this morning. The firstborn, you could put this on and come to, that's Eldad.
Yeah, Eldad Esang.
Esang, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
And the second is Fortune. Yes, move it to you. Fortune, how are you?
Fine, sir.
And we have the
Joan Esang.
So there are 4 children who, when I got to Ikorodu, it was a terrible sight that the children had been suffering for so long. And who was at home that night?
Yes, me, Fortune. I was the one at home that night.
What happened the night?
That day, I came back from work to check my...
Let me ask, Fortune, how old are you?
I'm 19 years, sir.
I'm sorry for what happened. This is not funny. What happened?
Yeah, that day, I came back from work. So, but I didn't meet my mom at home. It was my sister. My 2 younger sisters I met at home. I asked them, where's my mom? They said my mom went to buy foodstuff. So I waited for her till around 7 till when she came. As she came back, she told me she wanted to get she went to get the foodstuffs. So later that night, when I was sleeping in my room, I heard her shouting. So I got up. I went down to where she was sleeping. That was in the parlor. As I saw her on the ground lying down, she was vomiting spit all over the ground. So I was trying to ask what's happened. She couldn't answer me. Immediately, I rushed outside to call our neighbor to help to assist me to carry her down to the hospital nearby. That's my the hospital nearby our street. That is a big kind hospital. So as we rushed her down to the hospital, the doctor passed, he gave her oxygen and even passed a pipe down to her vagina. So her health was very critical. So the doctor told me that he can't handle it again. So immediately he told me that
you have to take her to another hospital.
You have to rush her down to another hospital early that morning. So immediately he directed the bus and he wrote a letter to me that I should give it to the general hospital at Ikorodu. So we carried her down to the general hospital. As we got down to the general hospital, they test her pulse and they confirmed her dead. That was what happened.
She was dead.
She was
on
dead.
arrival.
She was dead on
arrival. Yes, sir.
What did she take? What did she
when I came outside to the parlor, what I saw beside her was sniper and rat poison. She drank.
Jesus.
Well, Lagos, we have to take a breather for this one. We have to take a breather. We're going on a very short break, but we'll be back here. We still have Barrister Olumide, and we still have this very touching studio that we're going to continue on just shortly after we return from this break.
No matter waiting, I show you. You show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock last.
I am happy. Hey, who carry ram where I type for backyard? Everybody for this house, come out.
What's happened? Ogamusa, why now?
I Ramo.
For this compound again. But wait, so Ogamusa, where you set for Sira?
Where I for Ram where I drove homes carry for my domot this morning. For plot of land the way I buy for their estate.
Hey, even Musa said don't buy land.
No, be only land. I even collect 30% discount plus gift.
Yes, so actual Ilea promo don't come again. Oh, you fit enjoy 30 to 45% discount on any land where you buy this season with an initial deposit of 100,000 to 2 million naira, and you fit pay small for 12 and 24 months. You go go and get gift items like big ram, big cow, bag of rice, refrigerator, and many more. This promo now from now to July. Terms and conditions dey. For more tori, waka go any of our offices or call 090-9393-4115 or 080-2461-8283.
Hey, Ade, so now you carry my ram.
Ade.
Oga Musa, I say make I help you wash your ram so that when you kill her, you go give me small for inside chop.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you.
You can also get it on Jumia.
Wazobia perfume, the correct scent. Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now, launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. No matter waiting, I show you. You show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock last.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yes, Lagos, we're back. We're still here. Relationship 360 here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Emmanuel Onka. We have Barrister Olumide here with me in the studio. And we have a very touching story, that has just, is very touching. Very, very touching. Barrister, we're questioning the kids of a pastor and his wife. Pastor is missing, and then his wife, took her own life, as a result of pressure from family and the likes.
Yes, we're talking to Fortunas. You are the second child. You are the second born. So when last did you see your dad?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
You saw him 2 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And when what month exactly?
That was 2022 March, before I went to start work.
Okay. And then when did you hear that your dad was missing?
It was later around that August, ending August, I heard he was missing. 2022.
So how has life been for you since?
Life has been tough for me, though.
What do you do?
Because since my dad had stroke, I've not been able to process my higher institution since when I finished my secondary school. I've been doing security job since then to.
You are 19 years old.
Yes, sir.
And you are doing security. So you've been doing like 18. You've been doing security. If it's 2 years ago, 19 minus 2, that's 17. Okay, let me come to the first. Eldad, how are you? I really must. I'm feeling terrible. I'm feeling horrible. But when last did you see your dad?
I was the one that got the admission.
Yeah. Okay, that he went to church to try to get money.
So I saw him around that July before I left house, because there was no even money for me to even feed. So like, I'm going to school, but I don't have money to even feed. But the money that she had with her was the money that she used to pay for my school fees. There was no money, so it took me some time to get little change before I could even go to Ilorin. So since then, everything has been upside down.
And then you now come
I now came back to Lagos.
When?
That was this March.
And then you lost your mom?
I lost my mom just recently.
So when you say you came back to Lagos, did you come back from Lagos because you were done with school, or?
No, I did not finish. I had to drop out ND1.
You had to drop out from school?
ND1.
Just this year?
No, that was 2023.
You dropped out 2023.
Yeah,
so you now finally came back.
I finally came back because I didn't even have anything from different kind of work, from the factory, doing packing sand for some people.
And you're a zonal pastor's son.
So even when I even came back, there was not even time for me to even rest because there's no food to even eat.
So what do you do?
So now I'm an housekeeper in an hotel. I used to clean rooms for guests. Maybe you want to lodge.
Well, I understand.
Yeah,
I
just
understand.
I clean rooms in the hotel.
So wait, nobody is helping you guys out. No, the church. Do they know
The church. I think he had stroke in the church.
Come
stroke-
again?
He had stroke in the church.
Inside the
in
church.
They called us in the church that our dad just had stroke. That they took him to one.
Wait, inside the church during service or what?
I think during the service, because I did not follow him that day.
So the stroke was inside the church.
It was inside the church.
Okay, so he's a zonal pastor. So what assistance have you gotten?
We have not gotten any assistance. No.
Okay, let me come to your sister. John, how are you?
Fine, sir.
I really must apologize. This is really horrible because how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Were you at home that morning, the day your mom took her life?
Yes, sir.
You didn't hear the scream?
No.
Let me ask. So, when last did you see your dad?
That was 2 years ago.
What month 2 years ago?
Around August.
Until today, you have not seen your dad?
No, sir.
How do you go to school? Because I heard it's a funny. So you go to school.
Yes, but we more or less finish the term.
You don't do exams.
Yes, sir.
Because you can't pay. So they allow you to sit down in classes, but you will not take the exam.
No, they always send us home. They say we should not come if you not pay the money.
So this is what for 2 years you just go to class, then not do the exam.
Yes, sir.
Wait, nobody is helping you. You people, nobody is even looking at it. That
So I have a question about the family. I think I'll ask you, since you're the eldest son. What about your father's people, your mother's family? Have anybody reached out to you from those angle?
I think my mom and them, I think they have issues. So they don't even used to even come around. They don't call to even send anything. They don't even. Like,
so
even
hold on,
check on you, welfare checkups.
Even the only person that even used to come, it has been long he came. It has been long. That was just recently when he just had the stroke. Since then.
When did he have the stroke? How many years ago?
It's more than 5 years. I
that
think
he had the
6
stroke.
Years,
6 years now.
6 years now.
And he had it in church.
In church.
So he had it. God. That is, today would have made it 6 years, and he's been missing for 2 years. So 4 years. Okay, let me ask a question. The family, your father's family, were the ones that took your mother to the police. That because I spoke with the DPO, that a petition was written that your mother had prevented the family from seeing their brother. So did you talk to that your uncle? Did he come home to check on your father? Did he come home to check on, like, where is our brother? Did he come home to check before he went to the police?
I know I was not around.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not
Who
around.
was, okay, you were not, okay, were you around, John?
Yes, sir.
Yes, did he come?
Yes, he came Sunday.
That's after she died?
No.
Before, that's last week?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He came on Sunday to check on my daddy, but we told him that he's not around, we don't know where he is. So he came on Monday. So as he came on Monday, he brought the human rights. That's when my mommy went to meet you.
Okay, she came to meet me on Monday, yes.
Yes.
And then...
Did you see them have a conversation with your mom, at any point in time, the human rights people and your mom and your uncle?
No, sir.
Okay, we don't have time. This is the sad story of Pastor Chris Esang, a zonal pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Is it Province 20, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Province 20.
And the sudden death of his wife as well, and the children are now orphans. We can't find, in 2 years is a long time. The case is on now, and I'm sitting on the matter right now to protect these children. It's unfortunate that nobody has actually helped them. When I came and I saw one as a security guard, saw the other one as a housekeeper. These are children of a zonal pastor. It's heartbreaking. We're trying to do our best, but I want to appeal to the church. You can't leave. These are the children of your zonal pastor. You need to do something for them. You have a school, you have a university. Let them go to school in your. These are things that your institution is known for. This is just my suggestion. This is not an attack on the church. I don't know if the church if they are even aware, but I know that one or two pastors are aware. Because I was aware that they sent, was it 50,000 or something? You know, 50,000 for 4 you know.
That was after the month.
That's before that, long time ago. You know, it was a long time ago that they sent 50,000. You know, I asked that they sent money, and they said, yeah, they sent 50,000 one time. I mean, that is ridiculous. I want this. If anybody should call me, if you can help, but I just can't stand this. I can't stand this. These children cannot just go like that. What would you expect? They can't go to school. One is a security guard. One is, the daughters. You have 2 daughters that have dropped out of school. Is this how it's going to be? I don't know them. This is not my church. Although, you can't speak on the altar of the church. But at least we are the ones sweeping the crumbs. We are the ones carrying the responsibility of this. This should not even be heard of. These children cannot go. Somebody has got to stand for them. Somebody has got to stand for them. They have to go to school. They have to have a shot. If their father devoted his life in service to God in a church, for you to be a zonal pastor, it is not funny. Please, if you are part of that, you can call me. These children, you have to take care of them. You have to take care of them. They must go to school. They must eat. They must be trained. I heard that you even went to look for work as far as Oshun.
Yes, sir. That was.
I mean, you need to see them. They are not. Please, let's go to the phone lines.
All right, Lagos. Phone lines will be opened right now. 0201 277 0993. 0201 277 1993. 0201 277 2993. 0201 277 3993. And you can also send us a message on WhatsApp 080959 75805. 080595. Whew, man. 080-5959-75805. It's a very, very I don't know the atmosphere, how to grade it right now in the studio, but we'll just take your calls right now. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'd like to keep anonymous. Please.
All right, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. A wonderful job you've been doing. Been listening to this program since like 6 after 6, and I must confess it's a very good one. But just a quick one. I don't know if there's an account that's been set up for these kids, or there's a GoFundMe page where people can just help and assist. I feel touched with what I've listened to this morning. I've been following this story since it started almost like 45 minutes ago, and I wept within myself. So I don't know if there's an account that's been set up. If the GoFundMe page, please. I for one want to assist.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Account details or anything, but please, I want to assist. Thank you.
Okay, I would do that. I wasn't thinking of that. I actually wanted, an institution to take responsibility for these children. I'm not that we don't have that much money. But these children, I cannot stand by. I have not been able to, and I keep blaming myself. If I had just...
I think you need to, I understand how the guilt you feel right now, but you need to also
please
calm down, because there are a lot of responsibilities you have, here. Lagos, we're still on the phone lines. Hello, good morning. Sorry about that. Hello, good morning. What's happening? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
God bless you and your work over there.
Thank you very much.
But, did Barrister Omoshe do diligent investigation about the police stations that the lady earlier on reported the cases to, and what they were able to do? So let us hear that side of the story, because the police didn't do very good job of this case. If they had taken the case up right from the beginning, I mean, we wouldn't have had this terrible situation, of wife going into suicide. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me give a quick answer to that. Now, the wife reported that a gentleman said he dropped her husband at this area. The police called the man who claimed to drop the husband, and the man came and said, "This is where I dropped." Now, to start an investigation, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you the realities of there are logistics that has, there is a way you have to write a petition. You have to there are logistics that she could not afford. That was the question. She said she could not afford the logistics. But at that time, it was probably 2-3 days. And after going up and down, she had children to feed. And, she just went back to the church. But I think there was an altercation between her and the security man, and then resorted to going home to pray that God will bring her husband home. The people she would have gone to are the same people who were accusing her, who did not want to talk to her. They had blocked her from the phone. She brought her phone, and she actually recorded, and I thank God that she recorded all these conversations and sent to me, which I have forwarded to the police. By the time she came to me, she was being charged by the family of the husband that she is complicit in the disappearance of the husband. And she was telling them that she had been, this was what led to her depression and suicide, because I did not, the case had started at the state CID, but they would not stop. We will do our best.
I would like to know, has the pastor been invited?
We are going to. It's already in motion. I cannot discuss that now. But to see to the welfare of these children is number one. Because it is not funny. You cannot find you didn't see your father 2 years. Next thing, your mother. It's trauma. Even me, please let's go to the phone lines.
All right, we still have some. We'll have phones going here, but we have some calls here, some messages here rather. This is from Mrs. Oboli, and it says, "Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel and Barrister Lumide. I want to make an appeal to you, Barrister, to stop beating yourself up on the demise of Mrs. Esang. Most times when you come in the studio to passionately appeal to people about religious rascality, people just come for you without knowing your reasons. Where is the place of the church and the lives of these children? Their father died in active service, for God's sake." Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mrs. Oboli calling from Ikorodu.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Mr. Emmanuel. Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning. This is Oboli.
So this might be a bit noisy because I'm in the bus. Barrister Lumide, I just want to appeal to you, first off, to stop beating yourself up on this woman's story. Honestly, for somebody's husband to be missing for 2 days, anybody could flare up in asking questions. So I want to make a special appeal to you to please stop beating yourself up. Now, to the family of these children, the husband that is missing, what exactly are they talking about? Okay, are they going to leave the children like this? What is the church even doing in this issue? Because this man died in active service, for God's sake. Where is the place of the church? Whenever Barrister Lumide comes on air to speak about church, religion, and everything, people will just come and start shouting and saying, "What does this say? What is this?" Must somebody die? Must this culminate into death before we know what we are doing? May God rest the soul of this beautiful woman that took her life. It's not a funny story. And may God give these children comfort.
Amen.
And help will definitely come for them in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you for everybody that is working towards contributing to the betterment of these children's lives. I pray God will make ways for you as well.
Amen.
Thank you so much,
Amen.
Barrister.
Amen.
God
Amen.
bless you, Trevon Justice.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Sorry about that. Please do call us back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Man, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
But I'm Mercy calling from Agrai Beribe.
Go ahead. Please.
Barrister,
Yes, ma'am.
when we are talking about church, you now rescuing people and people that are in stupid preach the word of God. This is how God is saying. This is if it cannot breathe through to tie it. Barrister, oh my God, I don't know what to say. My own is that God will bless you and God will keep you for the day of your life, for the good things that you are doing for the helpless people.
Amen.
I appreciate, I thank God for your life and I thank God for these children. And I pray, wherever help will come from, God will send help to these children in Jesus' name. Barrister, don't stop your good work that you are doing for us, that we cannot speak for ourselves. As I'm speaking with you right now, for the past almost 2 months now, I'm not going to church. Make I listen to my radio. It's giving me rest of mind. Then preaching, you bring the fruit first year. They find your first month. Where are they? Now their own belly. They have school, you cannot go to their school. They have church, they know the people what they get money. If you don't have money in the church.
Okay, so I think we'll give everybody. God bless you, madam. We'll give everybody 1 minute so that you just drop your thoughts and then we can move on.
So this is not an invitation to bash church. You know, this, although yes, I understand nobody can be as upset as me. But you know, maybe they didn't know. I don't know, but now that they know, we will see how or what will happen. Maybe they didn't know. I had reached out to a couple of redeemed pastors. They never heard of it. You know, maybe they didn't know, but some knew. Some knew. But now let everybody hear. Let everybody hear. And then let us talk about the lives of these children. Let us talk about the lives of these children from now on and talk about this investigation into the disappearance of Pastor Chris Esang, who was until that time the zonal pastor of Province 20 of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Let's move on.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio when you call us. Please. Hello, good morning.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello, good morning.
Who's that?
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is Pastor calling from Lagos.
Well, good morning, Pastor.
First and foremost, I don't want you to be over-worried about the situation. I understand your emotions. Secondly, I don't know if the church, because though I'm not a pastor in Redeem, but I know Redeem has a very good structure. I don't know if we have, since this issue happened now, maybe we have written an official letter to the directorate of that ministry. I think they would respond as regards taking care of those children and the investigation of the pastor that took their father last. Last sister, most times when issues like this comes up, sometimes we tend to blame the victim, just like what the family of this man have done. If they have given that woman a benefit of fair hearing, they would have understood what happened. But now the worst has happened. So likewise we ourselves, no matter what has happened, we should not quick to judge people. They might have made some stupid and silly mistakes, but at the same time, we must continue to give them
thank you
fair
very
hearing.
much.
It's
Thank
painful.
you. Thank you very much.
You and God bless
Now, as per me writing a letter to Redeemed, I will not do that. I will not do that. Right in my 2 decades of, I have written at least 7 letters to different churches amongst his Redeemed, trying to warn them about or informing them. Until today, I haven't passed that level. They are your own children. They are not my children. It's your own pastor. I just informed you, so I won't be writing letters going to meet. No, I will not do that. I'm not coming to ask you for everything. I'm informing you of what is going on in your own precinct, in your own church, and as concerns your own children. So I will not be writing it. I'll be waiting for a reply. I will be writing and going to, please, I'm past that level. That was maybe over 12 years ago that I used to do that. Write, try to tell them, write this, write that. No, I'm beyond that now. Now, at least everybody has heard. If anybody has any interest in them, call me. I will present all of them and we will talk. Now my job is to protect what is left.
All right, we have Stunt here from Mirror in Lagos, and he says, I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. For the first time, I'm shedding tears listening to this pathetic story. And to be honest, the church as an institution has greatly failed her members. And I think it's time we stop all this. Barrister, that church must be forced to take responsibility of the children, and nothing must happen to them. Let me stop here before I say what's on my mind about the evil that the church has brought to us. Good morning, Barrister. We have Emmanuel from VI, and he says, good morning, Barrister. This is where I have an issue with the religious institution, where a church cannot be responsible for its sheep of followers. Where is their humanity? Why is the so-called love? Where is the so-called love they preach? Religion institution in this country is just business, and also the man's family is not helping matters, and they need to be held responsible as well. We have to go on a short break again. We have to pay bills, but Lagos, we're still here on Relationship 360 on the Saturday morning show. We'll be right back.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls, introducing the first of its kind in Nigeria.
the first radio just for kids. It's here at 101.7 Kids FM.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
It's going to be fun for kids on your airwaves 24/7.
Talking about from exciting games
Check.
to juicy gist
Double check.
and great music.
Super check.
All these and more on the #1 PlayStation 101.7 Kids FM.
Don't be the last to join the train. Download the Kids FM app on your iOS or Play Store today and stay tuned on the go.
You can stream on our website at kidsfm.ng.
You can also follow us on all socials at kidsfm.ng and stand a chance to be one of the super kids.
On 101.7 Kids FM. Remember, it's no dull moments on Kids FM.
So tune in and stay locked on 101.7 Kids FM.
Let's play. Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big 3 stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to Big 3 every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 naira, while Super Pack is now 350 naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock lasts.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. Come on, 1 player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is well done.
Okay, well done. We want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to
Yes.
Serious case.
Sorry, I
story
need
that
to
we're
just
speaking.
jump in. I'm really sorry jumping into your. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you were saying GoFundMe and I should send my account details. That's not a problem. What I need is not money. What I need is responsibility for these children. So we donate money in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and is that it? You've dropped your own, and then for the rest of their lives, what happens? Just donations for 2-3 weeks. We need responsibility. We need people that we give them scholarships, that they will go to school and then have a landing with which to compete with other children for jobs and for equity. Not that people would, yes, I would give my account details, that's not a problem. But we need responsibility. There are children here that need to go to school. Can you imagine the child here, the two children, they are the last borns. The first two are boys, the last two are girls. They go to school but cannot write exams. What class are you? SS1, but you did not do. Did you write GSS 3 entrance exams?
No, sir.
So how did you get to SS1? They just allowed you to be entering the class and sitting down. Can you imagine? Did you do SS1? Then let me even try. You had to drop out of school and find your way back from Kwara. You had to go over Fortune. You had to go and start doing security guard at 17 years old. To feed. I need people to take responsibility for education. I need people that I need an institution. There are institutions that I don't want to listen. The church did not give birth to them. So all this one that we are saying, the church, yes, it's only if the church, they have a bit of conscience that let us take care of. But you cannot really start helping, saying you demand that. Well, if they say no, what are you going to do to the church? Nothing. The church is moving on. There's nothing you can do now. If they say, well, you don't even hear from them, what will we do? So we initially I wanted to put it right there in front of the church to see but now I realize, listen, I'm given a privilege of this speaking here. It's a rare privilege. I'm not special. It's a rare privilege of you having me to speak here. It is a privilege for me to speak here. It's not, there are people who know more than me. I'm not but God has given me this privilege so that you see what life is truly about. You understand? But in another 1, 2, 3 weeks, what will happen to these children? Would I be coming every time I need money? You know how much I hate that. Would I come here every time to be asking you for money? What happens next year? What happens year after the next? What happens year after the next in 3 years? The children of the zonal pastor the mother committed suicide, the father is missing. What a tragic way to go. So what happens to what they left behind? You have the father's family, instead of supporting the children, you are taking them. You told the police to come and arrest them. I'm waiting for them. You told the police to come and arrest these children as well. Even after you heard that the mother committed suicide. Where is your empathy? I'm waiting for it is now me. That mistake I made, I didn't pick that call. I would make up for it. You understand? I will make up for it. This is where humanity comes in. This is where humanity comes in. Some of you knew because some of the pastors knew. But what you just left them like that? They can't even go back to their house. The children are already scattered. Some are in Ikodu, one is in Obalinde, they're already scattered. Because there is nobody. This morning I had to go around to get them here.
All right, we have a message here from Femi from Abulekba, and he says, good morning, barrister. My question is, what was the work of the pastor before the health challenge? Please note that most pastors in Redeemed Church are not full-time. What does the wife do? Or what did the wife do? What about the pastor's pension plan at his place of work? The pastor did not have a pension plan. He was an educationist. He was an educationist. There's no pension plan for him. Okay. We have this other message here. He said there are two suspects in this story. First is the pastor that dropped this pastor off without a guide when he knew it was by the help of his wife he came. Secondly, remember he lied about the exact place he dropped the man.
The police are on that. That stood up like a sore thumb.
when
yeah,
at the station.
I mean, yes, that stood up like a and the thing is, this woman recorded it.
So she recorded it.
So I have her voice, which is even more torment for me listening to her voice. Note, I have like she forwarded everything to. Thank God she did that before. We'll
go to the phone lines right now. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. What's in? Good morning.
Good morning or good morning.
Good morning.
This is Happiness from Ikorodu. This is Lisa. Please, just forgive yourself first, Barrister. No matter what, just forgive yourself first so that you can handle this case very well. Forgive yourself first. And I don't know, the GO, is there?
Oh, sorry about that. Hello, good morning. Sorry about that. Please do call us back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Chief Chris Ezanya. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, I want to thank Barrister and you who is conducting this. I feel so pathetic. But my little advice is what I have. You see, in this part of the world, we go to church, but we abandon our family. You see, our being in the church should also to reflect in the society where we live. We should make peace with our family. So at times like this, I have a similar experience. So one of my brother is in Redeem. I think he's now a zonal pastor. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't visit anybody. If you visit him, they block you from coming there. They call you a sinner. Nobody's like, so that's the letter one to say. And that's it. We will pursue our convention. But you see, okay, anything and keep it so little time. There are people who will call responsibility, maybe giving their scholarship. That they call me somehow.
It's somehow. You know, it is somehow. Even if it would have really helped you out, I find it is so difficult before it's so difficult how good they want to help. Things are so tight. Honestly. It's just in the wrongest time. This is just the wrongest time.
Honestly, I pity those guys. Please, the account number is still okay, no matter what, no matter how little. Okay. And then I suggest that we can be airing it. Every Saturday you make a reminder kind of. Please.
Sir, before they say that, one is using something to make money, I don't, my name is really...
Whatever no. Jesus Christ died for us. Still today, some people are, please, I appeal, but at the end of the day, you decide because you are still a human being.
Yes.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have Achibong here from Calabar, and he says, "Good morning, Barrister. Pathetic story, sir, but the church has a secondary and a university. On that basis, can't the church offer them scholarships?"
That is what I'm expecting. That is what I hope. It doesn't even have to be their church, but let them take responsibility. These children will eat. It is not school they will eat. They will clothe. They will feed. They will stay somewhere. They would live. You understand? So it's not just about going to the church. Isn't it someone that is alive and has eaten that can go to school?
All right. We're still here taking your calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
This is Madam Ifio. That is a good morning.
Good morning, man.
Good morning.
Oh, not really. Now, when Madam Ifio was still up and doing, I would have taken one of those girls. Ordinarily. But look at the economy now. It's so bad. People like us, it's our children that we are depending on. If not, I will pick one of those girls. My husband people, they are like that. I'm asking you people, is your mother from Akwa Ibom or outside your state?
Your mom is from Ondo? Are you kidding? She's from Ondo State.
That's what they do. Once you are not a member of their from their state, they will, bounce on you as if
not all of them.
Problem.
Not all
I
of
would say
them.
diverse family.
Yeah, but not all of them. But we know that predominantly a lot of them do it. But
I married them, I know them. When you reach out to pay bad price for that girl, now you will see all of them come out.
Thank you.
That's it. They reduce the church. That's how they are. If you listen to me something on Facebook, he tells me about that's how the husband died. Stroke too. Many of them are like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you very much. We have a message here from Barrister Charles, and he says, "Good morning. This story is pathetic. Are the man's relatives only interested in the man but not on the man's children? On the part of the woman, did she ever report the missing of her husband to his relatives since 2 years or to the police? On the part of the church, it is a no-no. At the very least, the church ought to have reported the missing of their zonal pastor to the police and practice what it preaches. Charity towards the children. Finally, Barrister, forgive yourself."
That was brief. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
This is DJ Constance calling from Lagos Island. Ima and Barrister.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just leave this whole case and make an appeal. If anybody from any of the Redeemed Church or churches is listening, could anybody on behalf of the children write the Redeemed School on the redemption camp to give, especially the two last girl scholarship? It won't take a salary for any teacher. It won't take a salary for any pastor. Just write with this situation and ask the Redeemed Church, the school on the redemption camp to give the girls scholarship. And how old is the oldest son?
It's 21.
Okay, 21. Barrister, you get the oldest son on your way, but just the two little girls. Just give the scholarship.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rex. I appreciate it.
Numbers to call again is 0201
Please, I think we'll pick just two calls.
Two calls, yes.
We'll have 1 minute so that I can round up, please.
0201 277 0993, 0201 277 1993, 0201 277 2993, 0201 277 3993, and also our WhatsApp number 080 959 75805. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Emmanuel, morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
The Lord, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Chris Onwuka. You know, when my wife was sick for 4 years. She couldn't walk. At the end, what happened? Hello?
Yes, we're here.
My in-law, they were accusing me of killing my wife. I'm there with my kids. Since morning, I've been crying when I hear this story. That very man that dropped that man at Adeniji or Alakpet, or what did he claim? That man, the police, please, they should not let that man go scot-free. So you want to tell me all the redeem all over the place? They are not hearing this story now, and somebody is advising Barrister to write a letter to redeem. Don't write any letter. Even the Adiboye himself, you want to tell me his people never hear this story? The law, please, stop blaming yourself. You are not the cause of that woman's death, please. And the family, after effect will tell on every one of them. I wish those kids, God will be there for them, just like me and my children. God is there for me and my kids. Nobody. Thank you.
Very much, sir. Thank you very much. May God also comfort you and your children. Such a tragic. It's so tragic.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Emmanuel, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Christian, but it's only good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Please, I just want to beg you, but it's only me.
Okay, so Chris, we can barely hear you. Can you just speak up for us, please?
Okay. I just want to throw the line of friends that happened. Please, but it's only me. Forgive yourself for what happened. Are you hearing me, sir?
So we can barely hear you. You might just have to call us back, please. Hello, good morning. One last call. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy that I got through finally.
Thank God.
Please, I want to beg everybody. My name is Valaji, by the way. Stop condemning the church. If the man can rise up to zonal pastor, I'm a minister in Redeem, and I'm not talking on behalf of the church. I'm talking of what I know for sure. The wife should have written to the church or know what to do. There are steps you can do. And if those steps fail, there is a box in camp direct to Geo. There is a box in Mommy Geo's office direct to Mommy Geo.
they should have written, and I'm sure, and I'm telling you that they would have been replied. Notwithstanding, lots and lots of millions of Redeem members are listening. It is in Province 20. Action will take place. But please, let the children tell us the truth. There is something wrong, fundamentally something wrong between their father and their mother and their relatives. If the wife can be a zonal pastor's wife, she should know what to do on time.
Madam,
Immediately the husband
Madam,
in the church.
Madam.
No, wait.
No, you know, I am here, the children are here.
Yes,
and
sir.
I will not allow that you victimize victims
I am
by
not,
saying that
With all
there
humility,
is something wrong between you are not in their shoes. When the woman came, she didn't have transport money to come to see me. When I saw the children, if you can see how in fact, if you are in the street, when I saw the children, we went to get the children, if you saw what I saw, they're not even in the house.
Okay.
So it tells you that, listen, that is why we are a voice for the voiceless. The fact that they are zonal pastors, our husband had been on stroke for 6 years.
Yes, I heard.
Exactly. They have nothing left.
And the church did not do anything.
It's not, you see, I keep, if you remember, I would say that I don't even want to blame the church because, it is voluntary.
Yes.
So you can't blame So I don't want to blame church, like you said. Don't let us blame I don't want to. But you see, there is responsibility. If somebody has given their time, their money to become a zonal pastor, is not funny
at all.
So how are the children like? How is it that this man was missing for 2 years?
That is what is.
Did somebody come to even ask for their zonal pastor? That where is he?
You don't have to be a zonal pastor, sir, before church renders help. If you're ordinary member sitting on the bench, you are a child of God. They should rise up to it. You don't have to have a rank. You don't have to have a title before the church stands up. That's why I said there must be something wrong in that side of the church, and I don't know what happened. But it's very, very burning in my heart as a mother first, then as a child of God.
Something that would lead.
As a member of Regime.
Something that would lead a woman, a pastor missus, to commit suicide must have been overwhelming grief, depression. When I saw her, everybody knew that she was barely walking straight. It is well. Let me end. I want to thank everyone for listening. For those who have been asking for the account details, I would gladly employ an administrator in this one. But this is it. 2033986788 First Bank. The Gnosis Help Initiative. 2033986788. The Gnosis Help Initiative. 2033986788. First Bank. The Gnosis Help Initiative. Those who want to reach me can reach me via calls or WhatsApp on 0909 3214 942. 0909 3214 942. Again, 0909 3214 942. You can also follow me on Instagram at gnosis_help. GNOSIS_help, where you would have access to all my material. Everything that I have been talking about on this station for the past 4 years is saved right there. Tomorrow, 4th of June 2024, I would be at the Triumphant Baptist Church, 19 Olufemi Ojo Street, Shasha, Lagos. That is in Akowojo by 9 a.m. I would be at the Triumphant Baptist Church, 19 Olufemi Ojo Street, Shasha, Akowojo by 9 a.m. tomorrow, by God's grace. And next week, Saturday, will be the Purple Curtain. That is 15th of June at number 14, Ogunlano Drive, Surulere. I think you are all familiar with that, from 12 to 3 p.m. That is 14 Ogunlano Drive, Surulere, from Ojuelegba Under Bridge. People were getting lost. It's from Ojuelegba Under Bridge. I am no longer taking any case. No, I think I am no longer taking any matter again for some time. I don't know, but I would give my time. Now to more preventive measures. What we do is go into schools and teach JS1 to SS3 on domestic violence and abuse, child abuse. Teach them how to identify abuse, what we have been doing. I was at Excel College Ejigbo on the 31st of May, and that is what we do. It's called our Awareness Against Domestic Violence and Abuse campaign, and we go to secondary schools, various secondary schools that invite us to come over, and we teach them about that, the laws that protect them, and etc., etc., etc. This has really been a painful episode for me. Eldad, you are number one. You are the first fruit, the first child. You are 21 years old. You have just say something, please.
I would just want to thank everybody for supporting us. May God bless all of you. May God bless your family, because it's not easy, this situation. But I thank God, God will provide for everybody in this country. In Jesus' name, amen.
Fortune, you are number two. You are 19 now, right? And you were the security guard.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Can you say something briefly?
I also want to appreciate everyone everyone, like, the people want to hear our story, and it's really our story is really touching too as well. But I really appreciate everyone for hearing
it. It is well, Bele. I see you are struggling with words here. John, you're number 3 or number 4?
Yes, sir.
You are the last one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say something.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for helping us. May God provide for you guys. And may God bless you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. How old are you now?
14 years old.
So, the last time you saw your father was 2 years ago. You were 12.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Lagos is a very, very touching story this morning. But thank you so much. Thank you for being very brave this morning to be able to share your story with Lagos, to be able to share your story with everyone who are our listeners this morning. I pray that comfort finds you, and comes your way. And urgently, that you're back in school, which is very, very important, especially with the way life is right now. You need education very strongly. So, like Barrister have said, I implore everybody to do their best in reaching out.
And I really want to appreciate Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. This is what they do is beyond just talk. You say talk radio, so they go beyond the talk. And for always giving us this opportunity, you put me here to say anything, it is well. Thank you very much. So, how many minutes do we have?
Yeah, we're out of time, Lagos. Up next, we have the Discuss with Jimmy. So it comes in shortly after we take this break. But thank you so much, Barrister. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Lagos will be right back after this break.
No matter waiting, I show you, you show me love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show me, you show me, you show me love.
Show some more love today with 4 more packs of your favorite Indomie noodles in Indomitable and Super Pack cartons. Also, each Indomitable pack is now 200 Naira, while Super Pack is now 350 Naira. So hurry now. Offer valid till stock last.
Are you finding it difficult?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.